What's up, everyone? We got a Wild Avs game preview here tonight. Big game for the Minnesota Wild. Another and one of my litmus tests for this team. Two-game winning streak coming in. They've been playing very well as of late, going back into last week. And they have not been overly good on the road this year, and they're going to have a very big test for them tonight in Colorado. Pepsi Center, the Can, as Colorado Avalanche looking to pull even with the Minnesota Wild in the Western Conference standings with a win in regulation tonight. Also, a big night for the Avs as they retire Milan Hajduk's number 23. Very, very good honor for him, even though I have a particular dislike of that organization. So the Wild will have to be ready to go right from the puck drop, as I'm sure the Avs are going to be firing on all cylinders right off the bat. We got Nate MacKinnon having a very, very strong year again. We all remember him from the 2014 playoffs when he was lighting it up until Mike Yeo threw out Eric Halla to face him on a nightly basis, and that really get the Wild back into the series. 49 points. I think he's in the top 5 in the NHL in scoring. Unbelievable year for him. So key for the Wild will be shutting him down, and I got to imagine that I'm not even sure who the Wild are going to throw out against him, because you can't throw out your best defensive center, Mikko Koivu, against him, because McKinnon's going to blow right by him. Koivu just no speed there, so that is a disaster waiting to happen in my opinion. So I would maybe think the Parise, COL, Joel Eriksson, Ek line will get the nod against McKinnon tonight, but that is something the Wild will have to keep an eye on for sure. Another thing to keep your eye on for the Avs, they've had a very good penalty kill here in the last month. I think they had like 36, 37 consecutive penalty kills without a goal allowed. That's quite the mark for that team. And the fact that they're just 2 points behind Minnesota in the standings as we open tonight is an impressive feat, considering this was one of the worst teams in the history of the National Hockey League last year. So that's another thing to keep your eye on. But the Wild win, and then they'll come right back home next week on Tuesday. So I'm very curious to see how they will play here tonight. Like I said, they have to get out to a strong start, as Colorado will be coming out firing with the retirement ceremony of Milan Hajduk. Hat tip to Nate Prosser, who's likely playing in his 300th game tonight. Most, if not all of which, I believe, maybe 299 of which will have come with the Minnesota Wild. Very neat achievement for him, the Elk River native. And from the Wild's perspective, Devin Dubnyk will get the nod in goal. He has been very sharp before his injury and since. He's been getting the job done. So the Wild will need him at his very best tonight if they want to sneak out of Denver with 2 points. And in goal for Colorado, we got Jonathan Bernier, who not overly having a good season, but he will get the nod as Semyon Varlamov out with injury tonight. So Bernier is the number 1 for the Avalanche right now. And for the Wild, again, cannot stress how crucial of a game this is. They need 2 points, and they cannot allow Colorado to lose, or they cannot allow Colorado to win this game in regulation, as that will pull them even in the standings. And again, I cannot believe I'm saying that, but the Wild, holder of a wild card spot in the Western Conference right now, but a loss tonight will no doubt bump them out, and if it's in regulation, Colorado might actually jump in the wild card spot if some favorable things happen here along the way. So those are some things to keep an eye on tonight. If you haven't yet, do check out our most recent podcast, episode 131, here on the YouTube channel. And we will talk to you after the game. Later.